The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news: an adult male arraigned before the 8 Mile Rock court this morning for the murder of a 15-year-old on Sunday night. The teenage girl who was shot in the head on Sunday morning at a club in West Grand, Bahama. Sabrina Brown has our top story.
Shackled and under heavy police guard, 34-year-old Basil Black of Pinedale 8 Mile Rock was escorted into the 8 Mile Rock Magistrates Court Friday morning as family members and a crowd of onlookers gathered. Police officers stood on high alert around the courthouse. Black appeared before Magistrate Gwen Claude and was charged with the murder of 15-year-old Alexis Aaliyah Smith. It is alleged that on Sunday, March 30th, Black did intentionally and unlawfully cause Smith's death. The victim, who was a resident of Holmes Rock, was gunned down outside a nightclub in the Kings subdivision in 8 Mile Rock around 3 o'clock Sunday morning. Black was also charged with resisting arrest and 2 counts of assaulting a police officer. He pled not guilty to those charges. Bail was denied and the case was adjourned to July 3rd. He was remanded to Her Majesty's Prison. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, meantime, police say several persons are still assisting officers with the investigation into the murder of Leonardo Pierre. The 22-year-old man was shot several times in the upper body in the area called the Ghetto around 1:45 on Monday morning. He died a short time later. Sean Andrew Smith, 38, was gunned down several hours later in the same area on Monday evening. Police are still appealing for leads in Smith's death. They are asking anyone with any information to contact them at 911-919 or the nearest police station. In other news, a Haitian male and female in court yesterday for illegal landing. Immigration officers say the pair arrived by boat from Haiti 3 months ago and were arrested in the Hawksville area on Wednesday. The 2 pled guilty and were each convicted and fined $300, or in default, they would spend a year in prison. Also this afternoon, a 22-year-old Haitian man was charged in court. The young man was arrested after arriving on board the mail boat from morning in Nassau. In court this afternoon, he was charged with illegal landing. He pled guilty and was convicted a fine of $300 and 1 month in prison. In default, he will serve 2 months behind bars. Switching gears, the local social services department is concerned about the increase in child abuse cases on Grand Bahama. Tonight, officials are highlighting some of the warning signs and what you should do if you believe abuse is taking place. There's a big difference between discipline and abuse. The latest statistics reveal that there is an increase in abuse on Grand Bahama Island, as 185 cases were reported for the year 2013.
If you discipline a child, you spank, you chastise, you take away privileges, but some people beat to the point that the child is bleeding, the child is on the floor, unconscious. These are things that say that the parent is out of control. You know, you want the child to understand that I don't want you to behave in that way, but not to the point of hurting the child.
Abuse is oftentimes a cycle, but Assistant Director Paula Marshall says that cycle can be broken.
We are asking that the community pay particular attention to the children. We are asking parents to not let the abuses that have happened in the past, even if they are in their own lives, affect how they deal with our children today. When we have more than 45% of our cases of physical abuse being referred are male, then what does it say about our male population and how they feel about the persons who are responsible for taking care of them? And if the persons who are taking care of them are mainly females.
Cox Strawn is encouraging persons in the community who suspect abuse to contact the Department of Social Services immediately. She says you can do so anonymously.
Some persons, they just want the information to get to us. They don't want to be identified. And so you have that option of remaining anonymous. Just give the information.
If you suspect a child is being abused physically, sexually, neglected, or abandoned, you are urged to contact the Social Services Department at 352-8847 or 352-8848. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues right after this.
Bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. PTC offering some giveaways to its customers as compensation for the recent service disruption. The compensation gesture will get underway tomorrow, April 5th, for prepaid customers with a $5 credit, and on Sunday, April 6th, for postpaid customers with a credit of 100 on-net minutes. Senior Public Relations Manager Jerome Sawyer says the compensation value represents approximately 5 times the average daily consumption. Sawyer went on to say that where appropriate, PTC will always give compensation when service disruptions occur. BTC announced last week that an independent investigation is underway to ascertain the cause of the recent disruption. In other news, the Methodist Church on Grand Bahama getting a special donation today thanks to a partnership between the local church and a United States-based institution. St. Andrew's Methodist Church in Hawksville can now boast of having a computer lab. According to church pastor Reverend Kenneth Lewis, this latest initiative will assist in the overall mission of the church.
This is a very exciting time for the Methodist Church and for St. Andrew's in particular, because some years ago St. Andrew's decided to start a outreach program for Hawksville, Hunters, Pinders Point, and the outlining areas for depressed kids and latchkey kids. And we approached Cornell University through Joe Kohler and Professor Alan Heineman, and this is the result of it. This is the reality. They have given us 20 computers, and we're just excited and very grateful to them and the university.
Among those making this program a reality are Cornell University alumni Joe Kohler, along with Cornell officials Alan Hyman and Devang Dave. They say the overall goal is to put residents in the various communities on the cutting edge of technology.
And this island of Grand Bahama, thanks to the efforts of these persons, have received more computers than any country in the world thus far. It is my goal and our club's goal to try to get a computer into every school, every community center throughout your Commonwealth and the Turks Islands.
Yes, we hope that the children can learn modern computing techniques, can learn how to use Office, the primary software that businesses need today, and that it will enhance their possibilities for employment in the future, as well as their way to study. I mean, because there's so much information available online.
These computers are perfect computers. I think these are better than the computer I have personally. And yeah, they're great. They're great computers, and I hope they make a big impact on the island.
Reach Out Youth Organization and the Youth Pastors Forum planning to take the message of peace to the Garden Villas area. In light of the recent murders in the ghetto, the youth leaders are encouraging the entire community to join them as they seek to bring healing to the residents in that neighborhood through a peace rally and basketball jam on Monday. Founder of Reach Out Ministries, Dudley Said, and Bishop Joe Hall believe unity is key.
We used to do the Peace on the Street event many years ago. But with the appeal from the residents, they asked me to please to come back and to bring Peace on the Street back in the Garden Village community. We'll be playing it before freestyle on Monday.
I'm making a clarion call to all pastors in Grand Bahama. Let us take off our hats, take off our collars, and come and join in with these young men who are crying out to us. Let us come from out the four walls and do what God has called us to do.
Youth pastors and the police are joining in this effort to bring peace to Garden Villas.
Stop talking about the solution and let's be a part of the solution. So come out and be a part of what's going on.
We are encouraging all of the entertainers on Grand Bahama to come out and be a part.
We're here to pledge our support, our full support of this initiative. We believe in it, and we're glad to be here.
and we're going to be in the ghetto on a consistent basis.
We also have a stigma of the ghetto, but the other name of that is Garden Villas, and they are gems, they are flowers, they are young women, they are young girls. They're our future. They are brothers and our sisters. There are people on the island who don't drive by. It's nothing to fear.
Well, the Peace on the Streets Youth Rally and Basketball Jam is set for Monday evening at 6 o'clock in the Garden Villas area. Also in news this evening, the Ministry of Tourism and the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture are teaming up to host the Battle of the Bands. The musical show is an addition to the island's tourism product and could become a signature event on the Ministry of Tourism's calendar. The battle among the island's best musical talents will take place on Pioneers Way at 3 o'clock on Saturday afternoon.
This will showcase all of the local bands, including our very own Junkanoo. We cannot have a cultural event without including and incorporating Junkanoo. We are also partnering with some of our ground transportation companies like S&D Coach Tours and Grand Bahama Taxi Union, who will provide complimentary transportation from the various hotels to the cultural festival that will take place downtown Freeport.
This musical extravaganza will feature local and national bands, high schools and community organizations, including but not limited to the Bahamas Brass Band, Legends Marching Band, Pioneers Marching Band, Pathfinders Marching Band, Shiloh Eagles Band, BMES Rake and Scrape, and pop bands. Many more entertainments will also be available. There will also be a special guest appearance by the Fort Myers Marching Band of South Florida. This event is promised to please all present, and it will showcase the best of Grand Bahama's musical talents.
Cultural Affairs Officer Monique Leary says she believes this collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism will provide a stage for many talented young Bahamians.
We're encouraging the community to come out, please, and support this wonderful event. This is not going to be the only event. It's going to be a series of events over the year to highlight our marching bands, because bouncing off the National E. Clement National Arts Festival over the last 2 weeks, it is just unbelievable of the amount of talent here on this island of Grand Bahama.
Well, the Battle of the Bands will be tomorrow downtown Freeport at 3 o'clock p.m. Also in news this evening, the Princess Ministries Girls Program at Central Zion Baptist Church was extended this year to include girls from east to west Grand Bahama, where Carl Liborn reports.
It's called a flash mob royal invasion of the Princess Court Ministries, and what an invasion! The girls of the Princess Court treated to a day of fun and excitement. The parking lot of the insurance management turned into a carnival, and with wide appeal. Program Director Stephanie Burrows said it's the conclusion of a fantastic program. Instructors donated some 100 hours to the girls.
We have girls from all over the island. We have girls from more than 30 churches. We have girls from over 10 schools. And currently we have over 500 girls who have been enrolled in the Princess Court Ministries. This month we had an average of 190 girls every week, along with about 50 leading ladies. Those are the ladies who come out to train our girls.
The Minister of Tourism Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini took in the activities. The We Care attitude and commitment, the coordinators and support mechanism is paramount.
We can talk about big brother and big sister, but here's a program that has true meaning because we relate, we understand, and understand who Stephanie is. Don't forget, one of the most successful families in this country, and she has, notwithstanding all that she's achieved, she's been able to say, thank you God, let me reach down and help a brother and a sister. And so this is one of the stories, is how you help. What you do, how do you cause other people to have meaningful lives, and that is why these young girls here today are celebrating living. They're celebrating, I have a purpose, I have a cause, I'm being shown some love, I have a future, and I can plan.
The minister also taking time to show his affection for our young people. Manager of Insurance Management James Carey also taken by the event.
This is one of the most exciting things that I've seen in a long time, because to see so many young people, young girls come together, and it just says we're on the right track with everything we're doing. And Pastor Elvis and Stephanie, they're doing such a wonderful job with these kids that I don't know how to say thank you to those guys. You know, we're only playing support role, and they're just marvelous at what they're doing.
Frank's Ice Cream showing love for the girls. The Princess Court Ministries Royal Invasion and Flash Mob was one-of-a-kind event and appreciated. Ricardo Lightborn, ZNS News.
Thank you, Rick. The Bahamas represented at the top model of the world competition in Egypt. Grand Bahamas' Piandra Knowles left Freeport on March 27th and will spend 2 weeks competing in a number of events in search of the coveted title. Knowles, 22, is going up against 47 contestants from around the world. Now you can vote for Piandra Knowles while she competes in Egypt. You can log on to the top model of the world official page and cast your vote. The Bahamian model has been participating in pageants from the age of 14 and has won 2 top awards, the most recent, the International Face of the Bahamas and the Supermodel of the Bahamas, which afforded her the opportunity to travel to the New York Fashion Week for the fashion designer Marco Hall. She has also competed in the yacht model competition in China. And of course, we want to wish Piandra Knowles the best of luck as she competes in Egypt. Stay with us. Ricardo Lightborn has a check on sports when we return.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sports. I'm Ricardo Lightborn, to our very own Charisma Robinson. I want you girl to get well very quickly. This one's for you tonight. Well, the Mary Cooper Lynn Glinton Primary School Track and Field Championship completing the 4th day of competition, and a heated one at that. The Hugh Campbell Hornets was all business today. The Hugh Campbell Hornets ended the final day of the Primary School Track and Field Championship leading by 77 points and looking for more to close out the championship. The officials working to make sure the meet moves right along. In the stands, umbrellas are out, a real sunny day. Patron Lynn Glinton in conversation with the Insider. Patron Mary Cooper and Mrs. Edgecombe utilizing the VIP tent. The action on the track was blistering. Hugh Campbell Hornets showing their dominance in the meet in the 4x100 meter relays. The Hornets and Dira Clark said it best.
And I'm happy that I win all my races, the 100 and the 200 and the 4x1. And I thank God for doing everything that He could for me, and that I always do my best.
Meet director Ravana Ferguson said the championships were competitive and the final day exciting.
The final day of competition was pretty awesome. We had quite a few exciting races, starting from the 400 meters, 200 meters, 100 meter finals. Right now we're on the 4x100 meter finals, and the kids are still loving it. They're out there having a blast.
The Hugh Campbell Hornets celebrating and rolling up the points. James Vega serving as the starter in the girls 4x100 meter relays. Hornets in control and other schools trying to keep pace. The relays gave parents and supporters much to cheer about and a statement being made. Coaches Giselle Pinder and Giovanni Campbell said it's been a Hornets team effort.
I told the kids before we came out here we have to capitalize on the field events, and that was the key, and that's exactly what we did. And from day one we took the competition.
Our success is greatly attributed to all the hard work we've put in today. Our students have came out to practice, they have raw talent, and they have outdone themselves. Every time we thought that they wouldn't be able to extend our expectation, they just went further and above and beyond the call of duty. We're really proud of them today. Hornets, this looks like it's going to be a 4-peat.
Principal Victoria Wright also waiting for the final numbers. The Primary School Track and Field Championship lived up to its billing of excitement. Well, Ms. Wright, waiting all along. Is Hugh Campbell rolling up 536 total points to retain their title. Walter Parker was right there, 396 points in second place. Martintown, 257.5. Maurice-Moore, 237. And Freeport Primary with 227.5 total points. Boy, can you believe that? 500 and some 36 points. They rocking. The Grand Bahama Basketball Association playoffs action. St. George's Gym, Arawak Stars defeating the Men of Honor 106-99. Clemente Martin, 24 points. Saturday Ballers held off the Grand Bahama Shipyard Cruisers 98-83. Clayton Miller had a 28-point ball game. And guess what? The ladies also played. The Flames and Predators. Here's what they did. The Lady Series has the Lady Flames taking on the Lady Predators, and game one was a tussle from start to finish with the Predators utilizing the fast break and a run at the finals. Basketball is a non-contact sport, but these ladies are tough, and a scramble for the basketball. Rumbling, tumbling, hoops it's called. The Lady Flames had issues finding the basket. That's a brick. You'd think they're building a house. Lady Predators, on the other hand, had the range from the arc. The quick timeout and the Predators are confident. The Flames, on the other hand, look a bit winded. 29-20 to score in the ball game. Predators' Lizelle Jones also simply making it happen. She drains the tray. Watch the Flames' Shamma McDonald work in the paint. That's called physical basketball. The Ladies Flames got a wake-up call and went to work. Bria Outen to the hoop and the deuce. The Predators' Jones making a statement and the kiss off the glass with 3 of her 11 points. The Flames put the heat on the fast break. Latonya Hamilton also netted 15 points, and it's heating up. But the Predators were not about to go away just like that and kept in the ball game. The Flames took their game to another notch and took game 1 53-44. Abby Davis scoring some 16 in the chase. Game 2 was a carbon copy of game 1. Predators came away and had a good fight, but they fell short. 55-44 the score. The Predators' backs were against the wall, down 2 to the Flames. I think they need to shoot and shoot well in game 3 to avoid the sweep. And also the Bimini basketball finals continues tonight. Resort World taking on the Bimini Sands Braves down there. This should be a pretty good one. And to young Quentin Gordon Jr., thank God for your mama, boy. You got talent. Your daddy ain't got nothing. That's a look at sports tonight.